How's it going, my dudes? Welcome back to another video. So the Regi EX difficulty will be released soon. So let's quickly cover some of the best teams that you can run right now, and that is going to be a fire power flip team. I will discuss more on fire skill damage in another video. So I will provide you with 3 different levels of power, starting with the most free to play comp, ending with the most pay to win comp. But do take note that each of these 3 teams are going to be very relevant and they're going to be useful for this particular boss, so don't worry too much about it. Use whatever that you can, as long as you can build something similar. Few of the units are going to be replaceable and you should be able to perform pretty well. Now without further ado, let's get right into it. We're going to start off with the most free to play comp, but there will be some characters that are highly essential to a power flip team, which is going to be Hanabi. Jin is also going to be quite an important character because we may be facing quite a lot of poison damage. But if you find that you're able to handle the poison damage, then you can do without Jin, because I've seen some Japanese comps and they do work without using Jin. Now, if you have done enough Golem EX by now, you'll be able to acquire enough tokens to unlock Armament number 1 and Armament number 3, the Fist and the Spear. If you do not yet have those, you can also opt for the Orochi Sword and the Power Flip Shield that you can get from the co-op boss. Now, very importantly, it's always going to be in this order of my preference. The Fist is going to go onto your leader because that grants you an extra attack. The Spear is going to go onto one of your support units, and the Fire Sword is going to go onto the character that has multi-balls. Because our strategy revolves around multi-balls being present all the time, so we need them to be out as soon as they can. And the Fire Sword is excellent in building skill gauge, and Annie is also excellent in building skill gauge with her ability number 3. So for this team to work, you basically only need 1 4-star, which is going to be Hanabi. Everything else is 3 stars or free from the co-op boss shops. Jin has to be at the main spot so that he can grant your entire team poison resistance, which is what Regitari is going to land a lot. Rain is going to grant us with penetration buff, so if you're using Orochi Sword, this is going to be extra DPS for your power flip. And he's going to grant you a little bit of levitation because without too many multi-balls, you may need levitation to upkeep your combos in order to land power flip level 3s. Now let's take a look at this team for reals. It is a very free to play comp, so you should expect that it is going to be, well, the base performance amongst all the teams that you may be able to build. And I would highly suggest power flip over skill damage because the current lineup of characters that we have kind of promotes power flip a little bit more than skill damage. You can run skill damage, but like I said, I will discuss this in the future. Anyway, a little shameless plug over here. I am currently creating a Discord server, so if you guys want to have a place to hang out and chit chat, ask questions, whatever, I will be there. It is still not prepared yet, but I'm just giving you guys a heads up so that when it's live, you guys are ready to join, and I will provide you with the link. There's gonna be bots as well. You can check all the characters that you want, you can check the equipments, play mini games, good stuff to come, but more on that later. Now as you can see, we're not doing too poorly. We are doing quite significant power flip damage, and that's because with the multi-balls, we're actually able to maintain our combo high. So like if we do a power flip level 2, which we are constantly doing, we can even do up to 300,000 damage as well. And with Annie and Elise, we're actually able to land fire resistance debuff on the boss. And I've covered this before, but resistance debuff is extremely powerful for power flip comps because you're able to constantly do damage over time. So I really like this team. If you've been playing for about 1 week or 2 weeks and you've been grinding really hard, you are definitely able to build this, and it's going to be able to function very, very well. And as you can see, we're not even taking any poison damage. So let's take a look at our timing over here, and we're going to use that as the gauge from now on. Alright, 1 minute on a solo Regitari run, no big deal. Let's move on to the next team, which is going to be significantly stronger. Now we have made a few adjustments. Number 1, we have removed Annie, we have replaced her with Marina. So if you do have Marina, you can do this swap over here. And number 2, if you do have Viron, you can definitely use him in place of Rain, because Viron is going to give you a lot more attack power, which is what is going to drive you to do bigger power flip damage. But if you do not have Viron, you can still either stick to Rain or you can actually use a Deal. A Deal is pretty similar to what Viron can do, and honestly, don't sleep on him. He's a really good 3-star dark character. Also, if you do have Bianca, Bianca is going to be so much better than Elise because Bianca actually boosts the damage of your leader, and that is going to give you a lot more power flip damage. We are not going to shift around the armaments and the cores, but to be honest, you don't really need to work with the Golem Shield as a weapon core. You can definitely do the Fire Sword as well. Now this is probably as final as the team is gonna get, at least right now when Rolf is not yet released. So if you do not have this exact lineup, like I said before, you can definitely replace one of them with whatever options that I have just mentioned. Okay, so let's take a look at the run for itself. We are going to be a lot heavier on power flip damage because now Marina has extra power flip damage on her ability number 3. And also do take note that the Golem Spear grants you with a lot of extra penetration duration. That is so important in a power flip team. The longer your buffs last, the larger your DPS is going to be. Because like I said before, unlike skill damage, power flip is all about literal damage per second. So not too shabby. Jin is also going to double as a healer, so we are going to have enough heals in case anything goes south. But there you go, we are pretty much done with the run, and Marina's multi-balls definitely helped a lot. So that's why I'm running Marina with Mani with the Fire Sword. Okay, this run is a lot faster. Let's take a look at the timing. We have 25 seconds over here. Wow, we more than halved the previous run. So let's take a look at the final most pay-to-win comp. Okay, honestly, not much has changed. We have just replaced Marnie with Noen. Now, if you didn't manage to get Noen, unfortunately, you're not going to be able to build this team. Noen is just very powerful for a power flip team, and she fits this genre superbly well. So we have to make do with her, and in exchange, we have to let go of Marnie, because unfortunately, while we do appreciate Marnie's multi-balls, I think the rest of the characters are a little bit hard to replace at this point in time. So no surprises there, Noen actually drops power flip damage buffs, and she heals the team as well, and she's just an extremely incredible supporter for a fire power flip team. Definitely a must-have in a successful power flip team. I'm sure you can feel the difference over here. We are definitely a lot faster this time around. And of course, you can use Noen as a main in exchange for Jin, so long as you're able to handle the poison damage and upkeep your health as well. And if you do so, you can then replace Noen's spot with probably Marnie or maybe even Elise. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like I said before, I have a Discord coming soon. I'll let you guys know in the near future. Hope this video was helpful for you and that you learned something new. If you like the video, don't forget to leave a thumbs up. It helps the channel. This has been free to play, by the way, and as always, I will see you in the next video. Oh, and spoiler alert, I'm going to be talking about the new banner units to come very, very soon.